Hello? This will be a video about Hel Heim. Not the silly Christian hell of torture and fire and brimstone with a Teufel, a devil. Not at all. Hel Heim is where the human soul goes to reflect on the life it had just led and to plan the next life. You reincarnate many times, over and over and over again, to experience new life experiences that your soul truly desires, and also to learn the lessons that you need to learn. Because we are all working our way up, we are evolving our soul. We start out as dwarves, as mere emotions in the mind of a human, and then we work our way up to becoming the mind of our own. And then we have incarnations like me, who is talking to you right now. And you have thousands and thousands of incarnations as a human, the man, the mind. And then after that you become the elf, finally. After you've learned everything you wanted to learn and experienced everything you wanted to experience in the life as a human, then you become an elf and you come back to Midgard and you spend your time helping out your bloodline, your ancestors, your descendants. And yes, I said ancestors also, because you can become an elf before somebody who would be older than you, like perhaps your grandfather or something like that. He might need more lifetimes to become an elf, but if you learn before him and experience what you want to experience in many lifetimes and learn what you want to learn, just because he was your grandfather in this last life does not mean he will not become your child in your next life. And maybe after this life you are done. Maybe you've lived 10,000 lives and this is your last one, and you learn all your last lessons and experiences, and you're going to become an elf, and your grandfather will still be reborn as a child again, as maybe your great-grandchild or something, and you'll come back and help him as one of his elves. This is just an example, because we incarnate so many times. You, at one point, you could have been your grandfather's father, or, you know, the amount of time you spend in Hel Heim is completely up to you. You reflect while you are there. If you lived a bad life and you feel you need to be punished, you will punish yourself. Hela will not punish you. She will stand by and allow you to punish yourself, but you are 100% in control. If you want to stop it, you feel you have punished yourself enough, then you will stop it. Nobody, none of the gods will ever punish you. Only you will punish yourself. Hell is just that. It is not a negative place. It is simply a place of reflection that every soul of our people, of our folk, goes to. And like I said, we go there and then we reflect and we decide and we plan out our new lives. We plan who our parents are. We plan the experiences we're going to have, even all the bad ones, because that is going to teach you or empower you or motivate you, you know, all different ways, different reasons why things happen. Like me, for instance, my parents died when I was young, and there are reasons for that. And rather than sitting around moping about it, I learned from it. And I understand now completely why my parents died when I was at young ages. And I used it to empower me. So therefore I do not need to learn that lesson again in the next life. I do not need to have a parent die when I am young again in my next life, let alone have both my parents die at ages too young for them and also too young for me, we would normally say. But they planned their lives, and I planned my life, and we planned our lifetimes together, even though it was short. And that was all done in Hel Heim, before we were born. We came to these agreements for certain reasons, and the plan falls out. Now, hell is just that. It's just a place for planning. So you do not have to be scared to go to hell. Everyone goes there. If you die in battle and you are shot, because modern warfare, yes, we use guns, not swords. Even if you died in battle with a sword, that does not mean you are going to Valhalla. You are probably going to wake up in Helheim. Going to Valhalla is for those who live fearlessly. That does not mean running at some asshole who's got a knife. That means going after the things you wanted to learn in this life and the things you wanted to experience in this life. And you go after them no matter how scary it may be, how intimidating it may be, and how difficult it may be. You overcome the challenges and you keep on. You carry on. That is how you go to Valhalla. To live fearlessly after what your soul planned in this life. Most of us do not do that, so most of us do not go to Valhalla. At least not right away. Probably takes many lifetimes to achieve that. If you even want to achieve that. You don't necessarily have to achieve that. I mean, either way, you are working your way up to becoming an elf, which is basically like becoming Odin. Odin sacrificed himself to himself as an example for us all, to show that we could all become like Odin. We could all do for ourselves when we become full of the fury of self-awareness, like Odin is. Odin was not Odin before he sacrificed himself to himself. He had to destroy whoever he was before and became Odin after he sacrificed himself to himself. Hel Heim is simply that, though, a place of reflection that every soul goes. Every single person of your folk and your bloodline you see walking around you has been to Helheim and planned out their entire life. Even if they meet you, a new friend or something like that, and you influence them, even in any little way, maybe you do not notice it right away. Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or just a simple talk you had with somebody who you may never meet again, but it affected you. All those things were planned before in Helheim. So, I hope you have an understanding about Helheim and how